TIAA is on a mission. Why? Because 54% of Black Americans don't have enough savings to retire. So in collaboration with big-name artists like Wyclef Jean, TIAA released Paper Right, new music inspiring a new financial future. With 100% of streaming sales going to a nonprofit that teaches students how to invest. Stream Paper Right now and help close the gap.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the latest episode of All Too Real 2. My name is Michael E. Cullen II, and with me, as always, is
Sesame J and Carta.
That's a great name.
Mm-hmm.
Probably your best name yet.
Thank you.
I think you should keep it.
I think I might actually change my name to Sesame and Carta.
You should.
Are you allowed to have dual names? Is that legal?
I don't know.
I was wondering. I was wondering about that.
I mean, I know you can have like stage names and stuff, but
well, I know, but I was wondering if you can legally have two names. That's
yeah.
interesting. I'll look into that.
Yeah, because I doubt that, like, you know, P. Diddy is legally Sean Combs' name. You know.
Oh yeah, probably not.
Yeah. So, anyways. Today on the show, we are covering the short-lived sitcom, well, the pilot for the short-lived sitcom, The Michael J. Fox Show, a show that aired from September 26th of 2013 till January 23rd of 2014 on NBC. Yeah. So, first impressions here, Sesame. What did you think?
It was okay. It was one of those shows where it wasn't good, but it wasn't so bad either. So it was just kind of like in this sort of middle, lukewarm type thing for me. So like, wasn't bad enough to actually like really make fun of, you know, like let's say the Ferris Bueller TV show or whatever. Like,
yeah,
it was okay. I mean, I wouldn't write home about it, but
yeah, it was. I don't know. I did not like it. I didn't hate it either, like you said. It was just kind of there. But it's not something I'd watch again.
Yeah, exactly.
It did not get me interested in watching the second episode.
It was that part of that weird era of TV around 2013-14 where it was like it was like they were coming off of like the, you know, the first part of the 2000s, and their, you know, Modern Family, of course, was really popular at that time. So like every show in the world had to basically do like the whole camera thing, which they got from The Office in the first place. But like, but every show pretty much like had to have that kind of thing. There was like, I think, what was it called? Beautiful Couples or something like. No, not that. It was shoot, I forgot the show. Whatever. They did that. The, you know, Modern Family did the camera thing. Then this was doing the camera, like the interview thing or whatever. It was like, okay, we get it. Like, you know, not every show in the world has to follow this format, but that's TV in Hollywood for you. They find something that works and they just do it to death until it doesn't, and then they start something new. And
it totally felt like, I mean, I've only seen an episode or two of Modern Family. It just never did anything for me. The two that I've seen, but it did kind of have a Modern Family sort of feel to it.
Yeah, because that was literally probably at their height. Yeah, that would have been season 3 or season 4 of Modern Family at that point. So, and I mean, that show went on for, I mean, I think it had like 9 or 10 seasons. That show went on forever. Like that.
It just ended recently too, so
it was. I kind of liked it at first, but it did wear off on me a little bit. I was like, okay, it's whatever, it's fine. But it was, whatever. It was kind of cool though, in the sense that he was like playing a version of himself that wasn't really him, but he
Yeah.
had Parkinson's, and his name was called the Michael J. Fox Show, and so that was kind of
Yeah, I mean, and it was like, at least he
like,
was playing a character with Parkinson's who was kind of a celebrity, at least a local celebrity, so it made sense.
yeah.
Um, yeah, so what goes on in the show? Like, what happens here?
Not a whole lot really, but he recently has Michael has recently retired from being a news reporter, like a journalist. He was
Yeah,
kind of like
for like
for,
WNBC in New York, so.
yeah, which is that's local, but for New York City, it's huge,
Yeah.
right? Because you're pretty much known, But
Mm-hmm.
he retired, after getting Parkinson's. I don't know how long he had the disease before he retarded, really? Wow. Retired.
Yes.
Hell, I don't know. It makes no sense, but like,
Yeah.
I've been slipping with my words lately a lot. Actually, it's kind of concerning me. Like like I'll say one word and like it'll be completely the opposite. So I hope I don't have like early Alzheimer's. Whatever. Anyway, which means I guess then I have to retire from being a news reporter that I'm not actually.
Yeah, you should,
Yeah, I mean I don't actually have that job, so I guess technically I can retire.
Well, you can take care of your family then.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's doing. So he was like, oh, hey, I want to spend time, but they're like kind of on edge because he wants to do like everything with them. Like he wants to make sure that they eat dinner every single night, like at the same time. Everyone eats at the table, which you would think is like normal, but like in modern life, like everyone's so busy with crap that like
Nobody
can't
does that.
which sucks because that actually creates bonds with your family or your tribe, and
Yeah.
it's actually been scientifically proven, psychologically proven that actually helps keep relationships good and things like that. But they don't want to do that, so they're all eating standing up, and the one that his son sits on the dishwasher, and then he sits down with them, and then they break the dishwasher because of all the. It's like, really, you didn't think that would happen? The combined weight,
Yeah, that
of sitting on the latch of the dishwasher.
that was kind of stupid.
It was stupid. That was a dumb scene, but whatever. So they're all kind of like hinting at him, like, hey, maybe you should, find something else to do or go back to work or whatever. Just, like, you don't need to like take care of us like all day long, every day. Like, we got our own stuff, like, but he's kind of like wanting to like make up for lost time basically because he was usually working all the time as a journalist. So eventually, one of his old producers or whatever, convinces him to just go to a meeting just to talk things over, maybe come back to work or whatever. But like, it was pretty much like kind of orchestrated because like everybody who he used to work with like goes into like a raucous applause when he comes back and all this kind of stuff. So then he's like, yeah, I guess whatever. Maybe I'll come back to work and do some real hard hitting, journalism or whatever. Meanwhile, his daughter is supposed to do like a video project for like one of her classes, and she decides to do it about her dad, but like
It was supposed to be about the grapes of wrath.
What's that? Though?
It was supposed to be about the grapes of wrath.
Oh, it's right. Yeah, it was supposed to be, but somehow she tried to make. I don't know. I never read the Grapes of Wrath, so I don't really know how there would be a connection between the two.
I saw the movie years ago, but I don't remember it.
Does that have anything to do with like trauma or disease or anything?
Well, it takes place during the Depression.
Okay,
and it's about it's about this family dealing with poverty and stuff. So yeah.
Okay, so not even close because their families are rich. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, rich enough that Michael's able to pay for his sister to basically live in an apartment for free. So that's kind of and then also they get to live in the house on their own. So that's rich enough to do that. Most people won't be able to pay for an apartment for a relative and pay for their own house at the same time. So, granted, it was like a shitty apartment in the basement. It's like, hey, listen. Biatch, sorry, I shouldn't say that. You literally get to live rent free. Your brother's paying for your apartment, so who cares if it's in the basement?
It was so they could have like the wacky neighbor / wacky family member character in the show, so they needed some kind of reason,
Of course, yeah.
Mhm.
So her daughter does like this puff piece about her dad, and just totally fake, like fake was insincere. And the teacher, makes her stay after class and just tells her like you're not getting anything for this. This is a total, waste or whatever. So then she feels, embarrassed or shame or whatever. Uh, what else goes on? I don't even remember. Oh
Basically,
yeah,
okay, so there's a point where he runs into his old boss and best friend, played by Wendell Pierce, who people know from The Wire and The Odd Couple, among other things. He runs into him and basically says, "Hey, do you want your job back?" Sort of thing. You should do that. And so he decides to try it out. There's also something that he really wants to tackle, which is the topic of 911 not being fast, because it took 48 minutes for a 911 call to reach his house because he accidentally called 911. Like you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you do.
Yeah, and so that he realized that it takes forever for the that to happen. Yeah, and yeah. So that was his big reasoning for coming back. He has an assistant we meet when he goes back to the station to try to decide if he's going to come back. Who's kind of like this young, bright-eyed, happy to be there sort of person who isn't jaded by life yet.
Yeah, the go-getter. Like, I'm gonna do everything I can, yeah.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. And then he has kind of this rivalry with Matt Lauer, because they started around the same time, and Matt Lauer became, big and famous.
Yep.
Yeah. And this was before Matt Lauer was, revealed to be a scumbag.
Yep.
So this fictional character was onto something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But Matt Lauer was also in an episode of 30 Rock too, a long time ago as well.
Well, yeah. Anybody that was involved in NBC was on that show.
Okay, yeah. At some point, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's that, and he goes on the Today Show at some point. This show was bad, Matt.
It's not good. No, it wasn't. It was just. It was like they're going for like this dry humor, like again, like a sort of Modern Family-esque, Michael J. Fox doing the Michael J. Fox thing. But it almost kind of reminded me of like he was missing like his Spin City days, but not nearly as good as that show was.
Well, yeah, nothing was as good as that or Family Ties.
Because that's such a good show, Spin City. That's such a great show. But not this.
No.
And his oldest son is like he wants to be a millionaire, so he's always trying to do like internet stuff, like coding or whatever. He's trying to build some kind of like app or some, I don't remember what it was, some bullshit thing. And like he's always quote working, but he's not actually making any money. But and again, he's still working. He's just not getting paid for it. And that's pretty much it, right? No, so we find out that his wife kind of set up the whole deal to kind of get him out of the house, basically. Like she's the one that was behind the scenes, basically. Like,
yeah, she was played by Betsy Brandt from Breaking Bad, who
Yeah, Breaking Bad. Yeah, and I knew she looked familiar. And was she also in that movie? Don't shoot me, but like it was a rom-com, and I got a thing for rom-coms for some reason. I don't know what it is. They make me happy. But they're usually quote chick flicks, but I like them, so who knows, whatever. Don't care. But there was this one where it was called like Best Man or something like that, and she like her best friend was a guy, and no, it was called Maid of Honor, but it was spelled Made. You get it? Like he's Maid of Honor, and like you remember that movie? Did you ever see that movie?
I don't know. I don't know if she was in it though.
I'm not sure if it's her or if someone just maybe looks slight, because like sometimes I'll think someone looks like someone else, and then once I see them again, like they don't really look that much that like them, so it could be something else like that. But so could be her, could be not, probably not. But anyway, you should check it out. Maid of Honor. Anyone who's listening, Maid of Honor. If you like rom-coms, it's a pretty sweet film about.
Yeah, that wasn't her.
Okay, about a woman whose best friend's a dude, and she wants him to be his maid of honor.
Yeah, that was Michelle Monaghan.
Okay. Yeah. I don't even know who that is. But
yeah, I just looked it up. So
okay. Anyway, this is a cool movie, so it's better than this show. So that's for sure.
Well, yeah. So watch that instead.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a break here because we pretty much talked the whole plot?
That was it. That was literally the whole story. Yeah.
And we can come back and read some reviews.
Okay.
Okay. We'll be right back.
No Outlet Live.
Hey, I'm Jay Remy, host of No Outlet Live. If you're in a podcast that explore any and everything, check us out. We stream anywhere you listen or watch podcasts, or just type No Outlet Live, one word, in your Google search bar to find the show. Live Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook. No Outlet Live, your road to boredom ends here. Do you like Tessa? Do you think this will be a date that can last?
Well, she's not very articulate.
And we are back. Wasn't that a great break?
Yeah.
It was a beautiful break.
It was.
I like
beautiful.
breaks. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that. What was it?
Sesame bar.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so
well, that's more of like a crunch thing right there.
Yeah.
But...
So
that's not sesame seed. It's rice. Never. Sorry. Yeah, not Captain. God damn it, Crunch. That's not Captain Crunch. Leslie. Oh my fuck, Nestle Crunch.
Yeah.
What the hell is the matter with me? Does not have sesame seeds in it, Matt. Idiot.
No, it doesn't.
Rice. Okay.
It's got Rice Krispies in it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Crisp rice.
Yeah. Crisp rice. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Michael J. Fox show.
Yeah.
Did we forget anything about in the breakdown?
Just the one thing is that his daughter redid her project the right way, and it was like all moving and shit, because she talked about him having Parkinson's and and all that stuff, and how it changed him, but it's okay, because people can, people aren't gonna
be my hero, daddy.
Pretty much. And that was pretty much, so that was her story arc or whatever for the episode. And then they finally did eat dinner at the table at the end, I think, with his sister there.
Yeah, they did.
It was another weird thing. There was like this weird moment where like there was like this like weird hint of like incest almost, where like the older brother was like, it's like her shirt was not fully on, or you can see her bra or something like that, and she's like, "Hi, Aunt," or whatever her name is, and then someone says like "ew" or whatever. I was like, why would they do that? Like, I don't. Why? Like, it's
stupid.
It's not funny. Like, and the plus too, it's like, it's weird. Like, I'm sorry, but like, that stuff is bad. Like, it's not funny.
But this was like 9 years ago, man. Oh wait, no.
Exactly 9 years ago. I don't know. Maybe I misread it, but it just like he had a weird tone, and then like someone said like ew or gross, or just told him to shut up. I don't know exactly, but they basically like shut him up. Like, so
yeah,
there was like the implication that like he was like hitting on his aunt or something like that. I don't know. I had to rewatch it, but that's where it came.
Don't bother. Anyway, so
rewatch.
I love Michael J. Fox, by the way, but this was bad.
Yeah.
So here's a 1-star review.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bad, just bad is the headline, and this is from Zadix DP. This is from the week it premiered in September of 2013. We were quite
Okay.
interested in this new show. Michael J. Fox is normally quite fun to watch, but after 15 minutes we just had to stop. The jokes are not funny, the characters are flat and vapid. The storyline starts with characters assuming the audience knows who these people are, not much in the way of clues other than Michael J. Fox as a news personality. Who are these people? They they come across as jerks with not redeeming social graces. I understand smart, edgy material, but this did not have it. Then he politically shot at Chick-fil-A. Really? A company all about hate? I'll watch MSNBC or Fox News if I want hard political commentary. Please, all of this add up to a fail. We won't be watching.
I don't remember the Chick-fil-A comment.
I do not either.
But then again, I was like,
I wasn't fully paying
I had to
attention.
concentrate. It was so boring.
Yeah. But really, even in 2013, people knew about them donating to gay conversion therapy and all this other stuff.
It's like hard political commentary. It's probably literally like one comment in the entire episode. It's not exactly like a tirade against.
And if they're saying they didn't want any political commentary, but they're fans of Michael J. Fox, did they not see Spin City?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
or on the other spectrum, did they not see him as Alex P. Keaton in Family Ties? Both of those shows had political commentary.
They probably completely forgot about both of those shows, or weren't thinking. I don't know. Whatever. They probably thought Back to the Future. That's the only thing they were thinking about. Probably. Yeah. They're like, oh yeah, those 3 movies he was in. I'm like, yeah, but he did like a million other things. Like he was in Doc Hollywood. He was in a bunch of other movies I can't think of right now, but he was in like a ton of shit. Episode Scrubs he was in. That was a really good episode.
Oh yeah,
that was a great episode.
Scrubs was created by the co-creator of Spin City, so.
Oh, okay.
That's why there was a lot of Spin City people on Scrubs.
Oh, I know. Did they have like everyone at some point?
Yes, basically. Almost all the main cast.
That's hilarious. Like Richard Kind, he was like the he was always what do they call it? Why am I losing words?
The hypochondriac.
Hypochondriac, where you think you're sick all the time. Damn, I can't.
Yes.
Anyway.
So, yeah, most of these reviews are like this one. 1 star, unfunny.
Yeah.
RMS125A, this is from 2019. Funny as a road accident or a 6-foot hole in the ground.
Whoa.
Pitiful, pretentious, snarky, elitist, self-absorbed, and obsessed with political correctness. Both Fox and this show. So not only did they take a jab at the show, they took a jab at Michael J. Fox himself.
I didn't see anything about political correctness or.
But I mean, this was just the pilot we saw. Maybe maybe they watched the whole season.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not going to.
But a lot of people think that anytime you show diversity in a show or show somebody with a disability in a show, then it's all of a sudden political correctness.
Exactly. It's like, oh, someone exists in this show. You're making it political. It's like, okay. Like, they literally didn't say anything political. Like,
no
at all. Like, yeah, but they exist, so it's political. Okay. Well, I guess you're political because you exist, right? No. Oh, okay. Whatever.
No.
Yeah.
Never.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, but basically, there's like a few good reviews, but most of them are pretty bad. So it's understandable why the show got canceled.
Yeah,
I mean, it had a good cast. I mean, it had a lot of potential, but it's just, it is what it is, unfortunately. Yeah. I wouldn't watch it again.
Nope.
But I would watch Spin City any day of the year. So,
yeah.
Anyways, any final thoughts here?
Not at all.
Alrighty, me either. Just wanted to say we're developing our new YouTube channel. I should say I've been developing it lately, trying to get all the videos up and everything. So of our episodes. So if you prefer listening to us on YouTube, which you might be listening to this on right now. That's there, I guess. So
it's whatever. Yeah.
it is what it is. And yeah, just make sure you subscribe to our show, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to anywhere you can follow us. You know, all the twits and the books and the talks and all that shit. You know, the social meds, like you do. You know, check out our TeePublic, check out our Patreon. You know, good stuff. Ways to support the show. Tell a friend. Tell a friend about the show.
Yeah.
Also, be good to each other. That's all I ask of you. Just right now, more than anything in this world, we need people to be kind to each other. And until next time, bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to All Too Real 2 podcast, a Cullen Park production. Produced and edited by Michael E. Cullen II. Music by Matthew Hawes. Subscribe and share the show. Visit us at cullenpark.com.